Hey guys, Jake here with another review. Today we're going to be talking about the Friction Glove. So this is the first non-disc review, really. I guess I did do a bag review. That's not true. But I kind of want to start doing some more accessory stuff, especially moving into winter time where some of that stuff becomes a little bit more, I don't know, useful and interesting. So I've been using this Friction Glove for a few months now. I was kind of waiting for it to get a little bit colder before I really started using it, and that's really my main purpose with this glove. They're meant for just inclement weather in general, whether it's cold, whether it's wet. Just whenever you're not going to have great grip. I mean, you could use these all the time if you wanted. They would probably get pretty hot in the summer, but I personally wanted them just for the winter time, just because I can take a glove off my hand or keep it in my pocket or whatever, but I figure that's going to get kind of annoying. It does get really cold, especially in Minnesota here. We can get down to negative 30, negative 40 or something. Not that I'm going to be playing when it's negative 30 degrees out, but still, even if it's around zero or just below zero, I want something to cover my hand. And I also want to be able to have some grip. As your hands get cold, they're going to have a hard time holding onto the disc. So I thought I'd give these a whirl. These Friction gloves, I think they're initially made for Ultimate. I think that's their main sort of target market is the Ultimate Frisbee world, but they have these disc golf gloves now too, which I couldn't tell you if they're any different. I'm guessing the other ones are maybe padded more. I'm not sure. But they sell two different gloves for the two different purposes. And you can buy them either as a set or you can buy just the left or just the right glove for a little bit cheaper. So I just got the right glove because I'm going to keep a nice warm mitten on my left hand, and I don't really care if they match. I'll only have the glove on while I'm playing. So I've got the one right hand glove, and I've used it for a few rounds now, as well as a lot of field work and testing. And so far, I would say this has been a fantastic purchase. I think it was like somewhere between $15 and $20. I think I got it on sale. But I think they normally like 17 something, I want to say, for one glove. I'm not sure. But well worth it in my opinion. These things have fantastic grip. Absolutely amazing. Just in normal conditions. They feel really nice. You'd think having a glove on would make your grip really weird, but they actually do feel really nice for backhand. I will say that on a forehand, I think the seam on the glove kind of comes and rides right where I want my finger to kind of fit into the crease where the flight plate and the rim sort of meet. It's kind of awkward. I think you can get used to it, but you do notice it, or at least I did, right away, that something felt a little weird about my release when I was throwing forehands with them. But I'm not a big forehand player to begin with. I pretty much use it as a get out of trouble utility, here and there. Anything under 300 feet, I could maybe throw a forehand. So it's not a huge part of my game anyway, so I wasn't too concerned. But for backhand, these things, it's like you're not even wearing it. Give or take the first probably 5-10 throws. It takes a little bit to get used to it, just to having something on your hand. But I was surprised at how quickly it felt natural, and I didn't even think about it. I did an entire field session today with this thing on where I didn't even notice. I forgot that I was even wearing it. It works fantastic when your hand's cold. It works fantastic when your hands are soaking wet. I poured water all over a disc and as well as the glove, as well as playing in sort of dewy conditions at one point. And you don't lose any grip. These things are just super nice for that. You just get nice clean releases on your backhands. I wouldn't say it's going to keep you super warm. It's definitely warmer than having nothing on your hand, especially if there's like a wind. It'll keep you warmer that way. So I think you'd still want to combine this with like a pocket heater, or wear another glove over the top or a mitten or something when you're not throwing, maybe if you're really cold. But it does help a lot, and I think the biggest part though is definitely the grip, not the warmth. So there's not a whole lot else to say. I've got some throws I've been hopefully overlaying in this video if I was paying attention while I was editing. Yeah, it's just been great. I look forward to playing a lot this winter with this glove, and it doesn't seem like it's showing any wear yet, so that's nice. Hopefully, it stays that way for quite a while. I will note there is one thing. Uh, this rubber does leave marks on your disc. I don't know if that's just because they're still fairly new, or if they'll just always do that, but they will leave little black marks on your disc, and I haven't really tried to get them off. But if you're really worried about your pristine looking fancy discs, which you probably shouldn't be throwing then anyway, they should be on a wall or something. Um, that is something to consider, that it might mar your discs slightly and leave black marks. But for me, I don't care. They're going to be throwing them into trees and rocks and everything else anyway. So if it's got a little black mark, whoop-de-ding. So yeah, I highly recommend if you play in a colder climate, or if you're playing in the rain, things like that. Give it a whirl. I was a bit skeptical when I first saw them, but I'm fully on board now, and I will probably buy another pair when this one wears out, or another hand, not a pair, I guess. But um, yeah, fantastic stuff. So if you're interested in learning more, have any other questions or comments, feel free to drop a comment below. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you in the next one.